Hey yo, it's Guido. Welcome back to Tactics Talk, and I have a good one here. We got the Maus from M-Den 1 Clan Run, Tier 10, German heavy tank, super heavy, the superest, heaviest. Is it heavier than the Type 5? I don't know, but it's the OG super heavy, the Maus, and it is moving along here on D-Day. So it looks like the Germans had it ready for the invasion, and here they come, heading on over here. You know, the Maus. So watching this battle, I play a lot of light tanks and medium tanks lately, so I haven't played a whole lot of heavy tanks. But I do have a lot of battles in the Maus, and I do enjoy it because it makes you feel like the big Godzilla on the board, right? Well, he's in a 3-5-7. This is a great setup, but there's an enemy Maus, interestingly. The Maus, though, it's like the Rocky Balboa of tanks, right? Takes a hit, keeps on licking, can hit hard, but not that hard. Its whole plan is rope-a-dope. I'm just going to wear you down. You're going to get tired of shooting me, and I'm eventually going to wear you down with my 400-something alpha gun, right? No one's going to go, oh my god, it's a Maus, I'm going to get deleted immediately. What they say is, oh my god, it's a Maus, it's going to take me forever to get rid of this guy. He's going to rope-a-dope. He comes around to the side here where a Maus is going to have a good time, and I like this choice, this rock right here. Allows him with the Type 5 and the T-30. He's the annoying guy on the outside, keeping these dudes busy. He's got the his armor to do it. Now watch how he side scrapes them. Other Maus, you're doing it wrong. All right, that's not Rocky Balboa. Finally puts an angle on it, but he's not in great shape here. He eats a HE shot. He's not angled enough. He gets another one in that lower plate, that weak lower plate. You can see M-Den's got the right angle right here. It's going to be very difficult for people to penetrate. Sneaks one right into the cheek. That is also a weak spot right there. You can see that he took one in there as well. He just checked it. Where did he hit me? Yep. All right, so that guy's smart enough to shoot him in the cheek. There he goes again. A couple shots into him, and the other Maus is back on step here. But let's see what happens. Actually sneaks another one. So we've gone to gold, the APCR, and M-Den's going to sneak up here enough that his cheek is not shotable. But pulls out to take a shot on the guys behind him. See how he angled his turret? That gave the other guys a nice shot into the side of the turret right there. So just doing the Rocky Balboa thing. Turret over there shoots him. Eats another shot from the Maus, but look at all the hit points he's got. All right, he's giving up a few hit points to take a guy on over there that's coming around behind him. He doesn't want to get surrounded. So it's not ideal that he's getting some shots from these guys, but he did have to deal with that. There's a bounce. Did you like that little shrug? Just as the other Maus was aiming, he shrugged his turret to the right and gave it a worse angle. He's over-angling his turret a little bit there. He's got to be careful. He's trying to fight two directions at once. The T-57 fires in there. Bounces. And unfortunately, angled T-57 bounces that next shot. And you know, when you're Rocky Balboa, you know you got them frustrated when they start shooting HE out of a T-57. I mean, that is some serious frustration. And basically what's happened here is M-Den has held this corner against these two tier 10s while all his team that was down there helping him moves up and deals with the flanking shot, right? Those two would love to come around and shoot the T-30 in the back, shoot the Type 5 in the back, but they can't get past M-Den. Now, they probably should have just pushed him, come around there and started tearing up the guys, but they don't. Notice how he keeps his turret angled. He'd locked his turret probably with the right mouse button, and then as soon as the 57 came out, he unlocked the turret, swung it around. What he doesn't want to do is come out with the turret facing right at the other Maus and does the same thing right there, and give him a nice shot into those turret cheeks. So while you're doing the angle thing with the Maus, that's one thing you got to watch out for. And all of a sudden we got guys coming from every direction. That ISU is probably going to die, so you see him looking for that T-57. He's probably trying to reload. Can't quite get a shot on the Maus over there. And then the T-57 comes around, pops him in the side, and that guy's down to a one shot. Rolls a 539, which is a nice high roll right there. Interesting that he does not go after the hit points in the 57, even though the 57 is rocking Type 5, but the 57 dies to other guns that are back there. And it looks like M-Den's team is well on their way to winning. The 40-43 stuns him, as they are wont to do. Artillery players shooting into a mature battle. Probably got a piece of the Type 5 as well. There's tanks everywhere that he probably needs to shoot first, but of course he shoots into there. And he sees a Centurion 1 down at the on the beach right there. I don't know about this myself. I might have went and looked for other targets, but this turns out really well for him, and he takes a threat that's on a flank out of the game. So Centurion takes a hit, gets a 553 on it. Good depression on this tank, actually. Surprising. Bounces. See how well he can do things. He's just auto aiming. Actually, he is aiming on that, not auto aiming. And it's standard watt physics. This gigantic tank hanging off a cliff right here. Nothing happens. Doesn't fall. Down goes the Centurion. He turns back around. And it's all over with the shout, and it's 12-6. They really don't have the tanks to take on the rest of MDen's team. But a pretty textbook example of how to fight with a mouse. As far as angling, he soaks up 3,480 damage. That's like having an extra mouse with you. So he had 2 lives essentially here. He's dropped 6,500. He's on his way to 7,000. The Kanonen Jagdpanzer goes down somewhere else, and it's just coming around here and finding the Taurus Rex. I'm going to speed this up because this dude shows up right about here. But there he is. So we'll just zoom in, snipe his weak spot. There we go, right into it. And I think this time he just points right at his superstructure and says, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to shoot him right in the face here. No, he is going for the weak spot. No, maybe he's leaning down towards the superstructure. It doesn't matter. Down he goes, and that is it. 7,585, 3,880 blocked, and 102 assists. This is the Rocky Balboa of tanks. Just sit there and absorb the hits, punch back as you can, and after a while, your enemy just gets tired. They just get tired and beat down from trying to smash through. And a good example as well, it was nice that there was another mouse over there because you got to see that fight from both sides. And both of them did a pretty good job. It's just MDen did a better job overall of angling. And the enemy team probably didn't have the tanks they needed right there, right? The Type 5 added a different dynamic to that fight for MDen. He's able to just pop out and lay waste to anyone, not even worry about aiming. So that's always something the 57 and the other mouse had to worry about. MDen had a slightly different angle on them, which is very helpful for that fight on the corner. And you'll notice he did not, I don't know if the 53, 55 even shot at him, maybe once as I recall. So that did help out. But overall, nicely done. Thanks for sending in that replay, man. A really good example of using a mouse. That's all I got. We will see ya.